Back, buddy. All right. Welcome. I'm thinking I recognize everybody here so far. Maybe William, are you new? Is this your first time, William? Are you returning? I think I recognize
First
it.
time.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say I think I recognize everybody else. William, tell me what industry are you in, my friend? What would you say you're looking to accomplish?
I'm a associate broker with real estate in Tucson,
Oh, cool.
and we have you as part of our resource stack.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the
Fabio,
first time I've come in.
I thought I was meeting with Fabio.
No, yeah. What's up,
Hey
buddy?
there. How you doing, man?
Good, good. Sorry, William. William was in the middle of something. Give me the rest of that, William.
I'm with Terra Antigua Realty, and
Oh,
we have
cool.
you.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Tierra. Okay. Remind me what technology you're on again. Is it Gmail or Outlook?
Gmail.
That's right. And then what was your guys' CRM again, or if you're using a different one?
Our CRM is a market leader.
Market Leader. Okay, cool. Got it. Well, all right. William, I will show you some stuff about Dubb today, how it's used specifically for the real estate space. Some of the best practices, I'll share those with you today. And then for those of you guys that are returning, you guys are familiar enough with this room, I believe, where if you have questions, if you want to dive deep into something, just feel free to drop that into the chat or the Q&A. As we're presenting here, you can feel free to raise a hand or to put something in. I prefer the Q&A just because it has a timestamp and I can say, oh, they asked their question first and I can get to it in the order they're received. So if you guys have anything, don't just drop it in right away. We don't have to wait till the end or wait till whatever. Just put the question in as soon as you can. I will take little breaks here throughout to make sure those are taken care of. And as I mentioned, we have mostly returners here today. So I'll go pretty fast with this first part, probably 30 minutes at most, and then we'll have the rest of the opportunity to dive in deeper. So if you guys want to, anyone wants to take the floor and have a specific strategy or something shared with them after this, I'm happy to do so. Just start putting your wheels to work on what you'd like to see. So, William, I'm going to start with your stuff first. Okay, my friend?
Fine.
All right. So I'm going to start first inside of Gmail. This is where most of us will begin. If you're sending videos or you're communicating with your customers, a lot of it's through email. So this is the first concept, William, as well. The idea with Dubb is it is a video communication tool. So what we can do is right inside of my Gmail, there's a little button right here. And when I click this button, it does two things. One is it gives me library access. So any videos that I've previously recorded, I can instantly share with just a click like that. You can see it provides a visual so that people can see, hey, this is a real human, instantly differentiating us from 95+% of the noise that's out there. And that's really where it's at, is there's only 5% of the real estate industry that does this sort of video messaging with any sort of regularity. So it is a massive opportunity to separate ourselves from the competition and make a powerful first impression. So the other part of what this can do is you can record a video right inside of your email or right inside of the CRM. So I'm going to give this first example here, William, and this is for everybody, guys. I show this example probably every time because it's one of we have hundreds of reviews, 5-star reviews, literally just from this one use case. So if you did nothing else in your real estate business or perhaps in your other businesses, you just did this one use case, you would see a tremendous improvement in your response rates, your conversion rates, the amount of positive outcomes if you just did this one use case. So this is using the Dubb mobile app and the website at the same time. The Dubb mobile app provides this little feature right here. This is a clipboard, a digital whiteboard, where I can say, hey, John, or in this case, hey, William. Now, that's how I'm going to personalize this message. This is the first use case, guys. I call this one the face to the name, because that's essentially what it is. We're putting a face to the name, letting them know there's a real person here that's going to be able to help them, not something automated, not something AI, not something that was sent to 10,000 other people. And this is what it looks like to do this. I'm going to give William's real estate example. So I'm going to do this. Hey, William, it's Darius. Just wanted to put a quick face to the name, let you know I'm actually here, a real person, ready and willing to help you. What I've done is I've put together a quick video. It comes right after this, and it's going to tell you more about my real estate business and how we're helping buyers and sellers and families in this neighborhood get into their dream homes and make the changes in their life that they need help with. So I'd love to share this with you. There's also going to be some buttons below this where you can check out my reviews. You can book a time in my calendar, or even give me a call or text, whichever you prefer. So thanks for your time, and looking forward to hearing your thoughts on our services. Something like that. Now, the idea is this first thing that I just showed, being able to record a video instead of typing an email. And now when we compare these two things, just imagine that you have a lead, right? Maybe you met them at an open house, they submitted a form online. The chances are that they have other real estate agents also sending them emails, whether it's Zillow or specific agents. 95+% of those are going to be plain text only. And so this is the opportunity to create a much more powerful first impression to essentially win that business versus your competition, because this is what they're going to assume that your business is like. Well, instead of doing the same bare minimum that everybody else is doing, it looks like you go above and beyond and provide a better service, a better technology, a better understanding of customers, better customer service in general compared to your competition. And this is an assumption that people can make immediately as a first impression. And that's why this use case, the face to the name, is so powerful and been so useful for so many years up to this point. So that's use case number one, and the introduction to this concept of what Dubb is, which is using video to communicate. Guys, this is the first type of video and the first strategy, that face to the name. Any questions on this first concept? I saw a couple of people pop in maybe a little bit after I started here. So if you missed the introduction, is Catherine, are you new, or Jeannie? Is anyone else new?
Yep, I'm new.
Got it. Catherine, what's your industry, or what are you doing?
I work for a university, and we're launching a new lifelong learning program.
Oh,
and
beautiful.
We're hoping to use Dubb to connect to our alumni and lifelong learners.
Perfect, perfect. Are you G Suite or Outlook or something else?
I'm Outlook.
Okay, so you just missed this first part. I'm not sure how much of it you saw, but the good news is the same exact function is also available right inside of Outlook. So while you're in your Outlook, there is a nice little integration available so that you can click a button and either access a library of existing videos, so you could have something pre-recorded that you use to reach out, or you could record a brand new video as well. So there's the integration inside of Outlook. And when you want to share a video, it could be as simple as doing that. And then now that little video email is ready to go.
Right.
You could also just record a video from right inside of here. So straight inside of my Outlook, I can press record either a video of myself or of my screen, which I'm going to show in the second part. Any questions on that first idea, though? Recording a video of yourself, inserting it into an email or text message or anything like that?
Yeah, so I was playing around in settings and looking for a way to do our branded backdrop in the video.
Yeah, totally.
And I wasn't able to successfully do that.
Got it.
I went to the settings part and to the setup part and all of that, and yeah.
We'll get you taken care of here. So,
Yeah.
okay, there's actually a couple of options for this as well, guys. One is there is a actual virtual background. So like if I want to record my webcam here, I can select a virtual background. So right here under the camera options, there's a little drop down I can select. And that will allow me to, 1 second here. My share is acting up. Hold on a second. There we go. So when you go to record, you do have the option to select a virtual background so that you can choose the background of your choice. And then that will be a virtual background on the tool that you've selected. You can see here my hair is kind of damaging that virtual background because it's kind of all over. So just a couple of things that will help with virtual background is a solid color behind you. No stray hairs would also help. And then good front facing lighting. And if you do find that your device isn't capable of meeting the sort of requirements, like if it has a little halo and you're not happy with that, you actually can just zoom in to the point where, and pan and stuff, where your background's not even actually showing. So here you are part of the screen, and then now the background's not even in the equation. So this is one option. You can use virtual. You can also eliminate the need to even show your background. And then the second thing is the video page itself.
Yeah.
Let me show you that one. Because this is the second thing, is the branding on the page. So
Right.
here was the example I showed earlier. And what we want is this artwork or something back here. We want that to be customized likely as well. So I'm gonna come into that in a second piece here in a moment. I'm gonna show the full building of this page, but I have one thing to show first, okay? So that is how you would help your actual background, though. Your virtual or real background is either by using the virtual background feature or by zooming into a point where you don't actually need to show your background at all. And then, Catherine, I have one more piece for recording, and then I'll show the actual background of the page itself as well. Good. Okay, guys, any other questions on the first use case, that face to the name? Somebody usually always asks me, how do you do the whiteboard piece? But so that's the Dubb mobile app. It's part of Dubb as well. Okay, second use case here, guys. This is when you want to provide something visual. So William, you were first, so I'm going to show the real estate example. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to pull up a little real estate report, but this could be anything. This could be a contract. It could be your buyer's agreement. It could be how to navigate your website and search for property. It could be a virtual property tour. There's literally dozens of use cases for this, but this is the idea, is I can record a video of myself and my screen at the same time. And this is our real estate agents are doing this for basically those use cases that I just mentioned, where they are recording a market update. Like that's what this one is. I can use a teleprompter. So if I don't want to memorize a script, I can select from a little, I don't know why all those ones have emojis in them, but I can select from a script, press record, and it's going to automatically scroll that teleprompter script at the speed that I've designated it. So to match my reading style, I don't have to memorize what I need to say. So teleprompter is part of that. There is also annotations. So like, let's say if I wanted to record this market update, I could say, hey guys, there's some really important pieces I want to share with you. First, there's been an increase in market values. There's been a dip in since last March of number of homes on the market. And anyways, I won't go into the full report, but this is something you guys can do, is draw arrows, numbers, you can hide stuff. The idea here is you can record something visual and make it interesting without having to use a video editor or something after. So teleprompter, annotations, pausing, you can pause your video, of course. You could even do a custom size. So like, let's say there's a specific part of the screen you want to record, you don't want to record the full screen, that's all customizable as well. And then the last piece of this app is, let's say you guys are wanting to start like a YouTube channel, or you're wanting to create a longer video. You can record a little bit. So I'll do this and I'll say, hey guys, here's part one of the video. Now let's go into part number two. Check. And then, so now that's created a clip, one part of my video, at which point I can go back and record other parts of the video. So this is the idea with the desktop app, is I can record in multiple pieces. So I don't have to record in one perfect take. I don't have to worry about, not making any mistakes. And I can also take existing video that I have and merge it into the timeline with other videos just like that. So the ability to merge multiple clips, pausing, deleting, editing, all part of that same application. So this is the second use case, the second concept with Dubb is the ability to record visuals. William, I know you were our first one in here. I just wanted to give you a couple of very direct examples of that. Video CMAs, right? If you're reaching out to FSBOs or expireds, doing a video of a CMA, we have some excellent track records of that, far higher success rates than regular outreach. Market updates, like I showed, buyer's contracts, virtual property tours, right? Where you can pull up a property and go through a little tour using the images and stuff provided. So all those are examples that we've gotten really great feedback on, success stories of winning new clients, activating old ones. So some really solid use cases that have been proven over years in the screen recorder and that face to the name use case, William. Okay, questions, another second break here. And then Catherine, I'm going to move on to the packaging, the building of the pages in a moment. But any other questions, guys, on these first two ideas, recording videos of the screen or of yourself? All good so far, William? Okay. Sean, actually, great topic. Great question, I should say. And one last thing before I move on to the page, which is there is a mobile app as well. The Dubb mobile app, that's what I would just search for. Go to your Apple or Play Store, search for DUBB app, Dubb app, and you will find the Dubb mobile app. The Dubb mobile app is actually just like the desktop app that I just showed you guys, in that it has a teleprompter. So I can select from my teleprompter script, just like that. I can record in multiple clips, like it's doing now. There's my clip. I can merge multiple clips. I can trim them. And then I can also add music and a voiceover. So specific for real estate, there is also a picture-in-picture option where I can record using, so like right now it's using the front-facing camera, but I'm going to click this button. It's going to activate my rear camera and my front camera at the same time. So now if I want to do a property tour, that's me in the bubble. So my reactions, my persona, as I'm actually doing the property tour. So they can see me and my expertise, my inflections, what I'm doing as I'm showing the property. So those are the unique features of the mobile app as well. Teleprompter is the same, multiple clips, but then the picture-in-picture and then the music and a voiceover option, those are all unique to the mobile app. And we're actually built specifically for our people in the field, like real estate. So you can use the scripts, take existing video, and if you have terrible audio, like the audio is just not good, you can then go record your own voiceover over the video, or you can record, add music to it, whatever you prefer. Okay, guys, those are all the recording options. I'm going to answer my last little questions here. If you have questions, guys, please put them in the Q&A or the chat. I'm going to answer those there for now, and then I'll open it up for open discussion at the end. So how do I integrate Dubb into Outlook? Bob, I will cover that in part 3 for the sharing, so I'll come back to that one. Mickey, I came in a few minutes late. Could you briefly discuss what you went over regarding sending video? Okay, so Mickey, that'll be in part 3 as well. What I just covered right now, guys, was part number 1, which is the different options for recording: webcam, screen plus webcam, or mobile. So we'll open, if you guys have other questions on recording stuff, I will come back to that here at the end to make sure. Wait, Marion, can I have a recording from the beginning? Can I have a recording from the beginning? I only came at the end. Yeah, so Marion, this has been recorded right from the beginning. We can get the recording over to you. So, okay. Guys, in part number 1, I just finished. I showed you the 3 different options for recording: your screen, your webcam, or from your mobile. Now, what happens when you record? Guys, in part 1, I recorded this video. And now this is what happens every single time you record. Dubb is going to build a landing page, a 1-page video website for every single video that you record. Now, how this video page gets built, how this landing page gets built, is going to be based off of your goals, what you want to accomplish, and what your business is. So the first thing is just the branding, right? The design, the logo, the watermark, the background, all those are completely customizable. Catherine, I'm going to show you how to do that in a moment. so that this page is not Dubb's, right? Not Dubb's branding. We want your guys' images, colors, logos, etc. there. And I'll show how it's all applied at once. If you guys saw this video I made for William, I spent about 30 seconds. I made a quick video. Dubb added all of these brandings and logos and images automatically. But more important, even than the branding, the reason we are creating these videos, guys, in our businesses, respectively, is because we want people to take action. We want them to book a time in our calendar. We want them to call us, to text message us, to email us. Whatever we want them to do, that's where these buttons, the call to action buttons, are automatically added to the video based on what you're trying to accomplish. So if you want someone to call you, text you, email you, book a time, those are the buttons we want automatically added to your videos. However, there's also buttons for things like success stories, testimonials, case studies. So we can have attachments. They can download attachments. They can fill out a form, go to a website, anything you want these buttons to do, that's what they're for. There can be as many of these buttons or as few of them. You can have none, you can have 10. I don't recommend having too many, guys. If you have too many buttons, there's too many options and people don't make the right choices. I do recommend having a few buttons that are going to be the most valuable for you, like your direct response. Call me, text me, email me, book me. Your social proof, right? Who else is winning? Who else is succeeding with this offer? And then maybe some options like learn more if they want to read or watch another video or visit a website or something. So buttons added automatically. One more part of this page, really important, guys. Let's come back to the script for a second. What did I say? Hey, William, it's Darius. Just wanted to put a quick... Hey, William, it's Darius. I wanted to put a face to the name. My team made a video. I made a quick video for you, and it's going to tell you more about my business, how we're helping people just like yourselves. I'd love to hear your thoughts. That's essentially what I said here, right? I said, hey, William, I made a video for you. I know you're going to find it interesting. Let me know what you think. And now at the end of this custom video, it's going to roll into on our services, a pre-recorded video. To show you how. This one is a pre-recorded, it's 90 seconds about Dubb. It shows all the coolest stuff Dubb can do in 90 seconds. So instead of me repeating for William in my video in 90 seconds, all the stuff I could do, the playlist is designed to do that for me. So William, in the case of real estate, instead of you needing to repeat your value proposition and why they should work with you or look at your business as a real estate agent, that should be applied automatically. And that way, because that's the same value proposition you have for most of your audience, right? Basically, anyone you would work with in real estate is going to get a similar service from you. So instead of you needing to repeat and resell yourself every time you want to do a video, the platform is designed to repeat the repeatable part of your messages automatically. And that gives us the best of what I call we give what I call the best of both worlds. The first is where William gets to see his name, hear his name in the email, know that I took the time to do something special for him. That's what he's going to get as that first impression. Then, instead of needing to repeat myself and build landing pages stuff, Dubb is going to do all of that for me automatically, adding my best options and the repeatable part of my message, followed by testimonials and explainer videos and other stuff.
Sales are up 150%.
So this is the second concept with Dubb, guys, is every video you record is going to have a landing page built for it to give you the best chance of increasing your conversions, of accomplishing your goals, but also to save you time and make you more effective. So what you guys saw in this thing, I pressed record for William in about 30 seconds, and Dubb built this entire page with the branding, logos, buttons, videos, all specific to this use case. In this case, it's prospecting, and it's to anyone. It's generic. 2-minute explainer for anyone, testimonials for anyone, success stories for anyone. Now, Catherine, I believe it was, in higher education, Dubb actually has a great track record in higher education. Helping admissions counselors admit new students has been our primary success there. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to change one switch. This is called the preset. And the preset is how your landing page gets built. So what I did is I just changed the one switch from Darius to higher education. And now I'm going to preview this video. So before you saw it was like this: generic background, generic explainer, generic testimonial, generic success stories. Then with that one switch, I was instantly able to customize every part of this video. Now it's all personalized for our higher education audience. So it's got a college campus back there, an explainer video for admissions, a testimonial from admissions, a case study for universities. So this is just to show you that with one click, you can instantly customize your different videos based on what your goals are. Maybe it's just one product, one use case, one thing. Or maybe you go after some different industries. Maybe you have different products or services that you're trying to share. This is just to show you that you can customize your videos instantly based on whatever the unique opportunities are in your business. One final example I'll give here. Let's say William purchased Dubb, or let's say our higher education person here purchased Dubb. So now what I want to do is I want to collect a review from them. So I just connected a different switch. And now again, you're going to see it changed everything on this page. Before it was about prospecting and business development. Here's my calendar. Here's some reviews. Now it's all about collecting reviews and testimonials. So I have the button, right, where they can send me a testimonial. They don't need to download or sign up or install anything. And by the way, guys, if you do not have powerful video testimonials for your business right now, this is probably one of the first things I would do with Dubb is use it to collect some video testimonials from your best clients. Your client does not need to show up, download, install, do anything. All they need to do is be willing to say some nice things about you. They can click one button and send that video over to you to help equip it into your landing pages, in your emails, everywhere you want them to go. Or they can leave reviews on Google, App Store, Play Store, anywhere you want. So this is the idea. Again, whatever your use cases are, you can instantly package your videos based on those different opportunities. So this whole thing, guys, is called a preset. And I'm showing you 3 different presets: review preset, higher education preset, and generic sales preset. So how are these built? They are created right under assets, presets, and I can create one from scratch. So this is where you're going to find the buttons, right? Those are the calls to action. So those are the buttons that are going to get added to your preset. The playlists, those are the videos that show up in the playlist. Those are going to be added to your video automatically. And then finally, you have your design elements, your background colors. Catherine, I believe you had a question about the background image. This is where you could either search for a stock photo, or of course you could upload your own image there. And then that would appear in your background as part of your video automatically. So create your preset, save the preset, and then you would have what's called your default, where every time you record, Dubb is going to automatically apply your default preset. So it's going to give you your best buttons, videos, branding automatically every time you record. And then you have the option to switch to different presets based on the different opportunities you may have. Okay, so that is part number 2, guys, the packaging of the videos, how you can add all your best options to your videos automatically to save you time and make you that much more effective. So I'm going to run through my questions and answers, my chat and Q&A. If you guys have anything, any questions on that piece that I just covered, the packaging of your videos, now is the perfect time to answer those. I do see a couple of questions related to sharing. I will cover that in my next piece, so just stay tuned just for another moment. Good. Okay. Mark, can you show how the custom landing pages work? I'm completely lost as to how those work. Yeah. So Mark, that is actually the landing pages that we would recommend. Those are the custom video landing pages that you can create using presets. So they would have all your buttons, videos, branding, anything you want on there custom for you, and you can have as many different pages as you want. So Mark, let me make sure your microphone is on there. Mark, does that help with the custom pages? Did that piece make sense for you? If I turned your microphone on, Mark, if you want to elaborate a little bit here. And also, guys, if you are a subscriber to Dubb, every single customer, we offer that one-on-one. So if you're a customer, subscriber to Dubb, and you have not had a one-on-one support call, we will help you schedule this, and we'll meet you in Zoom and build your custom video landing page, set up your integrations or shortcuts, teach you how to use the desktop or mobile, whatever you're looking to do. So make sure that you are taking advantage of that one-to-one support call if you have not done so already. It is for new customers, guys. So if you've had support calls already, it's not really for returners. It is for brand new people to get support. And of course, if you need more support, we're ready and able. It's just not like unlimited for those support calls. So but we will help you get everything set up out of the gate for sure. Okay, so Mark, you can either come back to the recording or set up your one-on-one if you have not done so already, or if you're still struggling with the setting of the page. Let me keep going here. That was Mark's. And Marion, we can get you the recording. Catherine has to go. We'll get the recording over to you, Catherine. Marion, can I connect a PDF on a button? Absolutely. So that would be one of the types of calls to action you would create. So right here under calls to action, you would create a document type call to action, at which point you could upload your PDF or document, and then you could provide a button below your video that allows your audience to download that PDF or document with a click. So yes, Marianne, you can have a button for a PDF or other document form. Okay, good. So that is the packaging of the videos. Let me just check my Q&A really quick. Integrate and Outlook, that's part 3. Sharing the video, email part 3, so that's good. Dennis, I tried to email support, it bounced back. So Dennis, it sounds like you did not email the correct email. Support@dubb.com. Ina, if you could put that in the chat, that goes to our live chat, that goes to our support emails. It's definitely not, it's definitely active, support@dubb.com, Dennis. So, and also for everybody, guys, if you need support, make sure you take down that email that goes to our live chat. I check that all throughout the day. Our team is very active in there. So support@dubb.com will definitely get you there. You informed me last week that it would not cost to add my new assistant when I tried to add her. So, okay, for guys, for assistants, if you have a VA, you do not need to add another seat for a VA. I would recommend you just share your credentials with them. They're your virtual assistant. They likely have credentials for all of your other tools. It only makes sense to share your credentials with your VA because they're not actually you on your behalf. So, or you're recording their own video. They're not like another salesperson. So Dennis, in the case of virtual assistants, or anybody, guys, if you have a VA, I would say they don't need their own account. I would say share your credentials with them, as is the case in most sort of virtual assistants. So that is Dennis, I would recommend for that. Just share the login for your VA. That's much more useful than having them have their own account and login, because that would require additional fees. Bob, how long is the landing page up before it expires? Bob, that's a great question. These video landing pages exist in perpetuity. So as long as the video exists in your library, the landing page will continue to exist. So don't delete the videos. The landing page will be there for that entire time. So good question there, Bob. Let me see if I have anything. I'm answering the questions in the topics and the related. So anything related to part 3, I'm going to come up in part 3. Sean, I was one of the first clients we had. Yeah, you've been around for a long time, buddy. Been away for a while, about a year. Qualify. Yeah, we can get you in the one-on-one. If guys, if you've been a customer for a long time and you haven't had a support call and you need the new stuff, that qualifies as a new customer as well. So absolutely. It's curious the scripts with TikTok, etc. I'm curious about the scripts with TikTok. Joe, I'm going to come back to that at the end of this here when we open up. So, okay, guys, I have one more part 3 to share, which is the sharing and tracking stuff. I'm going to answer some more questions there, and then we'll open it up for the other sort of general topics. Okay, in part number 1, I showed how to create the videos. In part number 2, I showed how to package the videos automatically and let you know this is a service that we provide inclusive with your subscription, so you don't have to figure out stuff on your own. Now, we have this perfectly packaged video. We're ready to share it. Let's go into sharing. So the first thing, guys, is there is direct integrations inside of all of your favorite tools, Gmail, Outlook, all the CRMs, all the marketing tools. There's definitely going to be an opportunity to share and track videos through any of those. Here's a couple of rules, though, whenever you're sending a video email. I always recommend adding the word video and the emoji. This has been studied by HubSpot, one of the biggest players in this sales and marketing space. They said emojis increase open rates. They also said the word video increases open rates. So I recommend both. Subject lines, guys, make your subject line interesting, make it compelling. Don't make it boring. We have a lot of competition out there, so make it worthwhile for them to open. The second thing, you always need at least one sentence in the body of the email. So you'd say, hey, William, check out this video about X. Let me know your thoughts. Something like that. I don't recommend writing multiple paragraphs, guys, telling them what's in the video. That will defeat the purpose. If there's so much text here, they have no reason to watch the video. I do recommend, and it's required, that you include at least one sentence. The sentence I recommend is something that's going to compel them, incentivize them to watch the video. Here's why you want to watch this video I made for you. That's all that should say in this email. Don't tell them everything that's in it and what it includes, and don't do that. Get them to watch it. That's what the sentence should be. And when you're ready to add the video, you simply click the button, insert the video. Now that video email is ready to go. So this is the first option and the first recommendations if you're doing video email. However, there are other options, guys. There is a universal option. This means for any email client, any CRM, any social media tool like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, this little button right here, this is called the Dubb Chrome extension, and it provides a universal integration. So I can be in any platform. Let's just take MailChimp, for example. Doesn't matter which one, though. Any platform I can be in, I can click this button, share, and now you can see it's optimized for MailChimp. So now I can take this video, paste it into MailChimp, into Market Leader, into HubSpot, Salesforce, ActiveCampaign, dozens, right? All the most popular tools we have integrations with. So if you already have an existing system, perfect. We can take the video universally and send it through your favorite technology. Now, if you do not have a favorite technology, you don't have a CRM or marketing tool that you already love, Dubb should be this tool. It has a full CRM. We here at Dubb, we only use Dubb. We don't use other CRMs or marketing technology. We only use our own technology here. So everything that we do, you guys can do in your own business. First, we only use our own CRM. It stores all of our contacts, keeps them organized with tags and filters and lists and owners, custom properties, all that stuff. You have your deal boards with your visual pipelines where you can move people up and down different stages, custom stages, different pipelines. You have your tasks where you can keep people on target, right? Follow up with John on Monday, whatever. So that's the full CRM. Also part of the CRM is the marketing, the automation, the campaigns. So just really quick as an example, I mentioned we don't use MailChimp. We don't use anything like that. A lot of our clients, guys, end up replacing their other technologies with Dubb, or they didn't have them and they're using Dubb as their standalone technology. So this is a bulk email that was sent using Dubb. So sort of like something MailChimp or whatever could do. And one of the benefits you get with Dubb versus any other tool is you get to see specifically who watched the video, how much of it did they watch, where they were, did they click your buttons, how many times did they watch it. This is much deeper insights than you typically get with email. You get to see maybe did they open it, maybe did they click a link. Now you'll get to see specifically how much of your video did they consume, how many times, where they were. This tracking can take place either using the Dubb CRM, the Dubb marketing tool, or by integrating it into your favorite marketing tool. So Market Leader, any real estate CRM, regular CRMs, marketing automation tools, we can get this type of reporting when sharing videos. Now, final piece of the technology itself, guys, I believe this is the eventuality of every business You guys do not want to continue to send every email and stuff or manually. Eventually, you're going to run out of time. So what we recommend is building systems, building automation. So for example, everybody that signs up to Dubb for a free trial gets a 7-day email sequence. That's one email every day for 7 days. If we had 50 people sign up a day for Dubb, after 1 week, you would be sending like 350 emails. That's way too many emails for a person to send manually. So that's where we use tools like automation. So when someone signs up at midnight or on the weekend, they're still getting their perfect 7 email drip sequence automatically based on the times that they've signed up and everything without us having to manually chase them down. So this is what automation looks like. And you can, if you already have automation in an existing system like HubSpot or Go High Level, perfect. We can integrate there. If you do not already have a system and are looking to use automation, Dubb can be your one-stop shop. So guys, that's the whole technology itself. If you have specific questions, things, now's the time to answer those. And guys, there's also, that's just the core technology. That's the main functions of Dubb. Create videos, package them, then share and track them through email, text message, CRMs, etc. There is a lot more to the technology. We have AI integrated in every step. There's scripting. There's so much more. Video editing. I didn't even touch on all the extra tertiary features, just the core stuff. So if you guys have questions on any of the extra stuff or anything else, now's the time to drop it in. I'm going to go through and answer each of these individual ones that weren't sort of related to our previous stuff. So Sean, you're first. Just checking, do you have anything or a feature with Agent CRM? I believe we do have the integration, the one that I just showed, where we can send through Agent CRM. So yes, Sean, just like this, right here, optimize for Agent CRM. So it is already in the list. You can already send and track videos through Agent CRM. Sean, what's the name of the mobile app? I think we got that one. That's the Dubb app. Jenny, not new here, but I try to attend as many conferences. Well, Jenny, if you ever need something specific, let us know. We love to provide deep strategies. So, Jai, Darius, I need one more time. I need a quick example for face to the name for local agents that do not know me. And what I do, as you know, I get this white label version of High Level. Okay, yeah. So, Jai, there's two problems there, or two things. One, Go High Level is mostly used for automation, right? Like that's where you have the drip sequence. But I usually wouldn't put cold contacts into a drip sequence just because the bounce rate, the spam rate is going to be much higher. I would usually only put someone doing an automated drip after they've done something. They did some sort of qualification, right? They raised a hand, they clicked a button, they watched a video. Then I would put them into the sequence. Other than that, Jai, what I would do is a combination of things. If you're reaching out to a large number of individuals, or you're trying to, this is difficult. It's difficult to do the face to the name for every person. Like if you want to do 5,000 people doing hey John, hey Bill, hey Joe for 5,000 people, that's going to be a lot. So what I would recommend instead for when you want to target a group of people, what can you find that's a commonality between those people? Like, let's say, for example, you want to introduce yourself to some real estate agents or a group of real estate agents. What is the biggest commonality that you can find within that group? Is it they're all a part of the same brokerage? They're all a part of the same association? They're all in the same city. They're all in the same district. Whatever that is, that's what you would want to incorporate in the thumbnail instead. So, Jai, there would be a couple of ways to do this. Or for anyone that wants to send one video and recycle it, but they want it to be personalized, right? You can't say, hey, Jay to 5,000 people, but you can say, hey, agents in the 123 zip code, right? That would be one way to personalize. An easier way, well, let's see here. This is the real estate office that I first got my license in. I'll just go there. Keller Williams Studio City. So you might go to the actual brokerage website, something that they're going to immediately recognize. And then this would be your face to the name. So I would record my little video from here. And instead of the whiteboard with their name on it, I would use this website as the whiteboard. So it's me to put a face to the name, but instead of their physical name, it's their brokerage in the background. Now, I think this office has a couple hundred agents. So this would be an effective video to then send to all the agents at that one office. Now, would this work well for agents outside of that office? No, it wouldn't. But it would allow you to do a much more personalized type of campaign to a larger group of people. So, instead of one bird with one stone, it's one stone taking out a couple hundred of birds, metaphorically. So that's what I would recommend, Jai, for the best approximation of the face to the name for local agents, because that is hard to do 1,000 times, I'll admit. But the website or the brokerage or the association, much more scalable. So good question there, Jai. Mark, I think we got the landing page piece answered for you, but I think you may have stepped away, so we might have to come back. I'm going to keep going for now. Marion, we got the recording for you. Catherine, you're signing off. Marion, we answered that one. Joe, I need another call. I had the person I had felt rushed and didn't feel like I'm all set up. So Joe, what pieces, Joe, if you want to turn your microphone on here, let me make sure I did that for you. Joe, what pieces do you think that you're missing? Is it the preset that you would need support with, the recording stuff, or the setup of the sharing tools like integration in your platform or something? What do you think you need?
Right. First off, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, right on. Probably both. I mean, quite honestly, when I did my setup phone call, it felt like it was just extremely rushed, and it was just like going through a checklist. Let's set up this. Okay, we're good, and that was it. But there was no real explanation as to how to implement those things whatsoever.
So yeah, that actually, Joe, thank you for that. That would actually be a very realistic expectation of the optimization calls, because unfortunately the optimization is more just the technical. It's setting up your page with your logo, your branding, your button, your integrations, but not the strategic point, right? Our team members that are providing optimizations are not in a position to really provide deep strategic like scripting and things like that for individualized use cases in every business. That is why we do have the live training. So those are an opportunity to come get strategy. And in fact, Joe, are you real estate, or what's your industry?
Yeah, real estate.
So for real estate too, we have dozens of webinars, training specific use cases that are all in a repository ready to go on demand. So actually what I'd like to do, Joe, is I have a showcase here. By the way, I think the showcase is worth showing you guys because it's a really cool feature. The showcase is where you can put a number of videos. Like if you're a real estate agent, you could showcase all your previous listings or all of your testimonial videos or just a number of videos at one time. The one I'd like to share with you is right here. These are our real estate workshops. So we did a whole bunch of trainings with some guest speakers, with some other people. So there's our buddy Kelly Wheeler. We did the physical mailers. We have expireds, FSBO strategies. So this is where you'll find a lot of the actual strategic stuff, like what should I say, how long these videos should be, what are the different use cases. And that's why we couldn't cover something as complex as that in the optimizations, because it's mostly getting your technical stuff set up. But here, I'll share this link in there. And then guys, if you do ever want a specific strategy on something, you can come to these live trainings. These are available every single weekday, 10 a.m. Pacific. You can also come to the chat, guys. I myself am there all throughout the day. Probably check the chat more than my own email. So if you need strategy, you want to dive, or you want to like, hey, what do you guys have in terms of strategy for this? We maybe already have something recorded. Maybe we can record something quick for you, a 1 or 2 5-minute video. But we're always happy to provide that level of support. We want you guys to succeed. We just have to make sure we have the right vehicles and ability to support you. So when it comes to things like strategy, scripting, training, we really like to provide that from our leadership, our insight, like myself, my buddy Rob Rubin. We've worked with teams and from a high level of strategy and insight for many years. And so we would prefer that get this stuff from us, because we know that it's coming from a really proven track record of what we've seen succeed. But this is where you'll get that. This typically, it's a Monday. It was over a weekend, so it's a little bit longer right now. Those will typically say 20 minutes, 10 minutes or less, depending on how fast, but it's usually very fast responses there for live chat. You can also search on demand. So live training, live chat, all available for you guys. And okay, so yeah, but Joe, also guys, if you feel like you still need something technical and you didn't get it or whatever, just let us know as well. We're not trying to be stingy with them, but we also have, you know, business metrics that we have to make work. So not unlimited, but also not, you know, just one. So
And that's where I can go to find something about that TikTok thing. You know, it just kind of captivated me.
Let me make sure I
Gosh,
understand that too. Sorry, there was a part 2 of your question there.
Yeah.
Say that out loud for me. What do you got for TikTok scripts? What do you mean?
Okay, so I was kind of playing around this morning with the script section.
Oh,
And then it
teleprompter.
said, say that again.
Teleprompter?
Well, it was yes, I suppose it would be teleprompter also.
Yeah.
But I
Okay.
was using the AI assistant feature, right?
I see. Okay, so we're using the AI to help generate a script.
Yes.
The script is always tied into the teleprompter. Essentially, that's what this thing is for. So,
And so
then,
one
go
and
ahead.
so one of those options was when you drop it down, write a script for a TikTok video. So I thought,
I-
okay, that's intriguing, right? So
Uh-huh.
I typed in a topic and it did a pretty good job, honestly, you know, and,
Yeah.
and I kind of put in some bullet points of a new development that was happening in our city, right? So they took
Nice.
down an entire plaza, they're redeveloping it. They're you know, there's a whole bunch of new businesses that have pre-signed leases. And
Oh,
so
good.
whenever you watch social media, at least I do,
Yeah.
people are always asking, hey, what's happening with, you know, with the bulldozers on this corner? What's
Right.
coming in there, right? So
Yep.
I'm watching these questions and I thought, well, I could do a video to answer those
Perfect.
questions.
Yeah.
So I plug in an article that I found,
Yeah.
had the I said, hey, write a script for TikTok video,
Yep.
industry real estate, put in
Yep.
the topic, you know, chose my tone and the length of the
Yep.
target, and then I hit submit and it spit
Yep.
out a script. Okay, great. So now it gives you ideas where it says opening shots, right? I mean, all these little ideas. Okay, so you're
Yeah.
familiar with it, obviously, right?
Yep.
And then it says, you know, insert pictures of these different businesses. All right.
Yeah.
So now if you're doing a TikTok video, so now I've imported this into scripts. So now I've got a script, but now how do I
Okay.
translate-
Sorry, let me pause you there really quick. So there's sorry to interrupt you though, but there are 2 different types of scripts, right?
Yep.
There's a shot list, like a Hollywood script. That's what it sounds like it generated for you in that one. And that one can be very useful because you get ideas of, okay, intro, scenes, shot lines. However, that's typically not the one you'll actually want to import into the teleprompter itself. So what I would do is if you like the actual shot list that it gave you, intro, outro, scenes and stuff, take that same script, put it into this prompt, clear the prompt so there's nothing there. So it's not doing a specific task. And then I would just say, write me a message or a sales message based on this script, and then paste the script. Then it will give you a non-scripted script, if you will. So because that's the problem, is when this word script can sometimes bother the AI into giving you the shot list versus just a readable teleprompter script. So that's what I would do, is just say, rewrite this as a teleprompter script or a message. Either of those will work, a teleprompter script or as a message. If you say message, it removes all the intro, outro things. So
yeah, I get all that. I guess
Okay.
I was just trying to say, all right, so what can this tool really do, right? So
Yeah.
if I look at this and I kept it at write a TikTok script, right? And you're saying it's like all cinematic or Hollywood or whatever you want to call it, right?
Yeah.
Where it says, hey, you know, here's an idea for an intro, here's an idea for an outro, here's ideas for pictures, right?
Yep.
Does this tool have the ability for me to record a video like that while inserting clips, changing some to voiceover, some to rotating carousel type pictures, some to green screen? Like, can I actually edit and compose an entire video inside this tool into TikTok?
Yes, and except for the pictures. Yeah. So it's all video. So that's the only difference, is we would not be able to do still photos inserted into it. But yes, we'd be able to do both of those things on either device as well. So we do have this little strategy for actually creating TikTok style videos, even on your desktop. So I can go clip like this, and then I can use the custom size option to go portrait mode. So now I'm going to have a vertical style video of me in the bubble where I can actually draw on the screen, show these types of things. And that can be just one clip. So I can go on my mobile, go record something in the field, I don't know if you saw earlier, but we have the picture in picture that's also available on the mobile app. So
Yeah.
it's you in the bubble, your thing for the bulldozers. That's the first part of it. And then you merge that with another clip that's you going over the article of what's actually happening and the details about it. And then you could merge those. And then you could even go shoot the noisy bulldozers and then record your voice over that part of the video and add background music to the whole thing. So yes, all that is possible either on one of the devices or both, or a combination between the two.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
The
And
only,
it's one of
only
those,
thing is not the still photos. That's the only thing we don't support currently. You would
and in
record
those,
the video of the photos and then put those in.
gotcha. And in that link that you shared
Yeah.
for the workshops,
Yeah.
is there a video? Is there a workshop about that?
Well, the only concern, or the only question I have there is, what do you plan on doing? Because like I have different short clips for everything. Like if you want to add a voiceover on the desktop, there's a 2-minute training for that. If you want to add a voiceover or music on the mobile, there's a 90-second training for that. If you want, so but there's not like a 15-minute training that shows how to merge from desktop for, it's all sort of separate individual pieces. But yes, there are trainings on all of those things. And in fact, the easiest way to do that would probably just be to use the search, say voiceover, music, merging, and then you'd find the individual 1 minute, 90-second clips, and then, do those individual pieces. So yes, there is training available for all those individual things. I don't think there's one monster clip that shows the combination of mobile and desktop, though. Those are sort of two divergent things.
Perfect. Thanks, man.
You got it. Solid question too. I love that idea. And that's exactly what we're building the platform, guys, is to be sort of a one-stop shop where you can do all of those things. And then with TikTok too, they have their own little editor called CapCut, and it has some really robust, like if you want to get really deep into robust editing, like, I don't know, text call outs coming in and transitions. I don't highly recommend it because you can get really into the weeds with that stuff and spend more time editing than anything else. So, but it is possible. It's part of the TikTok thing. So, but avoid getting heavily into editing. It will.
Yeah, I have no interest in that. Yeah.
Right. It'll certainly eat into your efficiency and your patience and all that. So,
all right. Thanks, Steve.
Good. Okay. Mark. Okay, guys, for recording, if anyone would like a copy of today's recording, please just shoot us a little email at support@dubb.com, because that way we'll find your exact email. We'll send you over a copy of this recording. So if anyone wants a copy of today, please email support@dubb.com. We'll get it over to you just after it's been taken care of here and transcoded and all that. Okay, Bob, your question. How do I put the button in Outlook? So sorry, Bob, I'd forgotten yours earlier. Let me show you that. Bob Sharp, let me make sure your mic is on, Bob. Bob, it is. Is this the 365 Outlook, Bob, or the desktop version? If, Bob, you can turn your mic or use the chat or the Q&A. Is it 365 or the desktop version of Outlook? I see your mic is on, Bob, but I can't hear you. Maybe just drop it into the chat because it's totally different depending on the two different versions. So I just got to see which one is which. Okay, 365, perfect. Here we go. So for 365, not that one. Get my other browser. For Outlook 365. In fact, when you go just to Dubb, ignore that browser, guys. Don't do as I do, not as, or do, yeah, do as I say, not as I do. Don't have that many browser tabs open, guys. I can only get away with it because I have a new Mac. So don't do that. Anyway, this is how you'll add it to Outlook. There's several ways. One, you can go to dubb.com. Bob, if you're newer, there's going to be a list of tasks right here. One of those is going to say, get the Outlook add-in. Method number 2, you can just type in Dubb Outlook, and you'll find the Dubb Outlook add-in as the first thing in the Microsoft store. So not the Dubb ones, go to the Microsoft one, which is right there. Microsoft App Source, that's the Dubb add-in. So either from the Dubb dashboard, from the Microsoft App Store, or you can actually go right into Outlook as well. So directly from Outlook, you can click New Email, and then go to Add-ons. right here, apps, add-ins. They keep changing the name and the location of it. They're going to keep changing stuff in Outlook. Search Dubb, and you'll find the Dubb add-in, and you'll be able to add it there. And that's going to give you the little shortcut right inside of your Outlook where you can record and share videos from there. So one of those three methods, Bob, either the dashboard, Google search Dubb Outlook, or go into Outlook, new mail, search for Dubb through the add-ins. Any of those will get you the button in your solution. Good. Okay, I'm going to do a final pass here on the chat and the Q&A, guys. We're coming up to just 11, so if anyone has anything, now is a great time for a last call. Okay, answered all those ones. Answered those ones. Joe, we got your TikTok piece taken care of. Marion, did you have issues with the app still? Marion, let me make sure your microphone is on there if you're still with us. It looks like you may have had to go. Okay, let me go back to chat. Okay, I think that is everything.
One quick question. Is my microphone working now?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Bob. Go ahead.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know.
Yeah, all right, good. Mickey, when is the next class? Every single weekday at 10 a.m. Pacific. So I'd love for you guys to come back here as often as you'd like, as often as you need to learn something from our team. So right here, it says Dubb Academy, and there's Meet Live. It's also right here in the bottom left, live training. So this takes you to the registration page where you can register for these trainings, and they are every single weekday at 10 a.m. Pacific. So you can come back and either get general knowledge if there's some new people, or we can dive specific into some deep strategy, use case, technologies, whatever you guys are interested in learning about. We love to open it up and we love to help and make sure you guys can succeed. So, all right. Well, I think that's everything for today. I want to thank you guys for your time, for the use of Dubb. You're the most important part of our business. We appreciate you guys very much, and that's why we're here as available as we can be. You let us know how we can support you, chat, email, live training, one-to-one for every customer. We really try to give you guys everything that we can and help you succeed. So thanks for your time. Happy Monday, guys, and see you soon. See you next time.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. See ya.